What's going on, guys? It's Wispin here and I'm back with another video, and today I am here on the Poke Central server and we have a pretty cool update that we just added last night. So if you guys do want to come hop on the server and check it out for yourself, make sure to go ahead and do that. But we added the casino. I'm actually really loving this thing. I think it's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead, head up there, and we're gonna open up a couple of the crates that you can open up. It's all for in-game money, so you don't actually have to spend any real money to get these crates. You can just come right in and you can get as many as you want. So you actually can get a free one off of the server store. It's 100% free. There's a freebies category. Let me go ahead and hop on over and I'll show you that really quick. Alright guys, so all you have to do is go ahead, head over to the store, which is just buy.pokecentral.org. Go ahead and click on the freebies category right here. Make sure to go ahead and type in your in-game name and make sure it is case sensitive. I think you should be fine either way, but just to be safe, make sure it's case sensitive. And then you'll see this casino token here. Just click buy, add to cart, and then you'll be able to agree to terms and conditions and click claim for free. Now, I'm not going to do that because I went ahead and actually already gave my account the free casino token, but that's all you have to do. Just click right here, wait a few minutes, and you should have it in game. Alright guys, so heading on into the casino, we have one token right now. You can buy more here if you go to the left right when you walk in the door at the casino vendor. It only costs 7,500 per token. I know that kind of is a lot of money for some people, but I don't think it's all that much. I think it's a fair price, and there is a chance that you can actually get a shiny or a legendary. It is a rare chance, but there is a chance. So let's go ahead and open up the first token. I actually really love the animations and the sound effects. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear it. I think you should. You should be able to hear it, hopefully. It does kind of maybe get a little bit annoying after a couple times, but let's just go ahead and let this thing spin out. Alright, there we go. So on our first spin, we actually got ourselves a Sharpedo, which is pretty cool considering it's a dark type. We have a dark type gem that we're trying to work on. I don't know if it's a good Sharpedo. Its nature doesn't look too terrible. If we check its IVs, IV6, it is 44%, so IVs, nature, all of that kind of stuff, completely random. And yeah, there's a pretty cool spin effect, and then it has the sound effects. Whatever Pokemon is actually in the center of the casino will go ahead and do its little cry where it makes its, where it says its name or whatever it is. But let's go ahead and actually buy a couple casinos. So I did make a little bit of money. I have 74,000, still not a lot, and I probably should use it honestly to get Pokemon out of the daycare because they're getting really expensive. 51,000. Oh, okay. Well, either way, let's go ahead and buy up a couple of casino tokens. I'll buy 3 of them. We can do them all. I'm going to actually go to sounds, and I actually have no idea. Is it friendly creatures? It's either friendly creatures or hostile creatures. Either way, I'm going to turn that down a little bit. It actually, that might not have turned it down at all. I'm not sure. It's kind of really loud still. But let's see. What are we going to get this time around?
War turtle.
A war turtle. I think that's what it's going to stop on. Yeah, okay, pretty cool. So let me actually try something else. I'll just try turning down master volume just so it's not too loud. That should be fine now. Alright. Are we going to get something good? Ooh, we could get a Snorlax. That would be pretty cool. Nope. Combi? Okay. I'll take it. Evolves into Vespiquen. That's actually a pretty cool Pokemon. I don't see too many of them running around. And one more. Let's go ahead and see what we get this time. Alright. And Corphish, I think. And again, that's not too bad. We're going to be using a Corphish most likely on our gym team, so that's pretty cool. Not the best nature in the world. If we check its IVs, though, maybe we can use it for breeding or something. You know what? It actually has 31. That's pointless. Okay, I was going to say it has 31 special attack, but Corphish is a physical attacker, so that doesn't really matter. Either way, I think it's a pretty cool implementation. And I actually forgot to show you guys this. One thing real quick. If you come in here, turn to the right, you can actually talk to the casino manager. This is probably my favorite part of the entire casino. We actually keep track of all of the money that is spent on the tokens. And you can see right there, that's how much money has been spent on tokens since the casino opened last night at 7 p.m. It's 11:57 a.m. that I'm recording this right now. So it's been about, math, 17 hours, right? Yeah, I think about 17 hours since it's opened, and we already have 6.68 million coins spent at the casino, which is pretty cool. And then also, if you check Val Top, it actually shows there Casino LLC, which is actually the casino account, almost in first place after 1 day. So I'm sure after probably another, not even that long, probably about another 20 minutes or so, the casino will be #1 in Baltop. Alright guys, so now that we got that cool new feature out of the way, let's go ahead and check how many egg steps we need to go ahead and hatch this egg. Egg steps here, 641, so it should hatch pretty soon. Now, one thing I did want to mention is the casino crates. That is what you guys should look forward to with the new crates that we're going to be rolling out at some point in the future. We're going to be trying to make them a lot better, where they have like the chat messages, tell you what you won. And also, if you get something super rare or super cool, it's going to go ahead and actually broadcast that to every player on the server so everybody knows. And also, just a couple other things, like the animation, there's going to be a cooler display than there is right now, because actually most of the crates don't even have a display. Let me go ahead and get my vote crates real quick. We might as well open those up. Alright guys, so we're going to just go ahead and spam all of these out as quickly as we can. Oh wow, first try, dark purple again? Wow, okay. You know what, at this rate, we might as well make our whole team dark purple. Is there someone like invisible standing here? For some reason, I can't click on the crate very easily. Alright, we're back up to 5 rare candies. We got a couple of ultra balls from that, and we also got the dark purple name tag. So that's our second one. I don't know how we keep getting the same name tag. There's a 1 in 100 chance to even get one of these colored name tags, and we actually got 2 of the same one, which I think there's like 15 different colors, so 1 in 15 chance for that to happen. So overall, pretty crazy odds that we got the same one twice in a row. Alright guys, so I actually just asked the chat, I said donate money to Wispinault to help feed his gambling addiction. I don't think anyone's gonna pay me. A lot of people actually do pay me. Oh, okay. People paid me. I have to go buy another token now. I have to gamble more, guys. We have to get a shiny. We just have to go until we're out of money, or we get a shiny. Now, the shinies are pretty rare, so we're definitely not going to get one. But we could get some other cool Pokemon. It looks like a couple people gave us 1 coin, which that's helpful. Thanks for that. Yep, now we're getting spammed with 1 coin. I didn't really mean spam 1 coin. I meant spam like maybe 10,000 coins at a time, but I guess that'll have to do. We got enough money from that to go ahead and buy ourselves 1 extra casino token, so let's go ahead and see what are we gonna get out of this. Whenever I watch the animation, I try to keep an eye out for any shinies just to see if they go by, because it's a pretty rare chance to actually win a shiny, but you can see a fair amount of shinies just flying by in the animation, because they do show up. They show up as their like separate shiny sprite, not the normal sprite, which is pretty cool. Alright, this egg here has to be close to hatching, right? 641 still? Okay, that number must not have updated, because we've been running around quite a bit. We should be really close to hatching it. I feel like it's probably going to hatch any time now. Alright, we got ourselves a swimmer NPC, only level 14. I guess we might as well just go with our Magmar. It doesn't really matter. Since it's such a lower level, it doesn't matter if we're using a fire type against a water type NPC. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and spam some fire punches, take this guy out, get a couple extra bucks. Although we probably should have used our Altaria, just because our Altaria is holding the amulet coin, which gives us double money, so we're not going to get the double money from this, but I don't think it matters anyway. Level 14 trainer probably only gives a few hundred. Alright, and is that it? Nope, more. So one thing I actually want to go ahead and keep an eye out, because when we added the casino, we actually added something else pretty cool alongside it that's kind of been overshadowed by the casino, although a few people have been seeing it and kind of freaking out. So we actually added NPC trainers that spawn at way higher levels and give way more money. Oh, I think this is actually one of them, 79. Alright, this is actually one of the lower ones. So NPC trainers can now spawn at actually levels, I'm probably not going to be able to battle this because it's way high, way too high of a level, but they spawn, I think scientist NPCs spawn between level 75 and 90, and then there's a rich boy NPCs which spawn between level 90 and 110. I might have been a little bit off on those numbers, but I know the rich boys can go up to level 110, and they can give up to, I think, 5,500 coins per battle if you find one at the top level, so that's pretty insane. This guy actually looks like he's going to be battling it, so we can get a sneak peek at some of the Pokemon that the NPC has. There's no way we can beat him yet. Our highest level is 58, so we're going to have to hold off on that. But it is cool to know that there is a challenge out there for you guys. Try to beat the level 110 Rich Boys. See if you can actually do it. They actually have legendaries. The way it works is actually $50 per level, so if you do the math, you multiply 50 times whatever level the rich boy is. Now, all the different NPCs, they have a different base amount. I guess I might as well try to explain how NPC pricing works. For example, the youngster NPCs, I think they have They spawn between level like 10 and 25 or something. I'm not exactly sure on the numbers. And they have a base price of, I think, $25 or something. So you just basically battle, or you multiply, why did I say battle? I don't know. You multiply the base amount times the level, and you get the total amount that you're going to be making. So rich boys give $50 per level, so 50 times whatever level it is, and you end up with like $4,500 to $5,500 without an amulet coin, which is pretty insane. Alright, so someone in chat actually just said, wow, level 101 boss. So yeah, that's actually probably one of the rich boy NPCs, I assume. They actually spawn in with Groudons, Rayquazas, Kyogres, and a few other legendaries, as well as like Tyranitar, Salamanders, Dragonites, all the kind of powerful Pokemon. So they are a challenge. If you can beat them, you have a pretty good team. They're probably not the hardest thing to beat just because they are NPCs, and I can't resist, guys. I have to go open another casino token. We'll use this one this time. Maybe we'll get luckier. But yeah, so they are NPCs, so I don't know if they're the most challenging things in the world, but we probably will add even challenginger. That's not a word. No, that's definitely not a word. But either way, oh wow, we got a Vespiquen and a Combee. Okay, I was actually thinking about evolving that Combee, but at this point, why even bother? Let me go ahead and just swap that out real quick so we can take a look at the Vespiquen. Pretty cool Pokemon, actually. The model is pretty cool. But like I was saying, we'll probably be adding even more challenging NPCs in the future. Maybe actual boss NPCs that scale to your level, or possibly even just NPCs that spawn at like insane levels, like level 200 NPC or something that spawns in like insanely rare and gives out like 30,000 coins without an amulet coin or something crazy like that. That could be pretty cool to try and implement and see if you guys can beat. I also want to get the gyms implemented. We are looking into that, like actually looking into it now that we have a lot of like the bug fixes and different things that are going on with the server kind of out of the way. So now we can actually focus on making the gym system, and I think it'll be pretty cool. It does mean a lot of people are going to have to restart from scratch making a new team, because there will be like the level caps and whatnot. Like the first gym will be either 20 or 30 or somewhere around there. So we probably have to make a new team, but either way, I think it should be pretty cool. Hopefully we can add maybe 8 gyms and then an Elite 4 after that. That would be probably the best way to go about doing it, and I think we're gonna try to make them as challenging as possible. Now I know I've talked about in the past the difference between NPC and player gyms. We're probably 99.99999% chance gonna go with player gyms, just because I feel like the NPC gyms, there's no real point in them when we already have NPCs running around everywhere, whereas player gyms, they'll give players an extra thing to do if you want to try to be a gym leader, and also interacting with other players when going into battle. I feel like it'll be a lot more enjoyable of an experience. Now, oh, it looks like there's actually another scientist NPC, so they aren't that uncommon. They do spawn pretty often, level 90 this time. Still pretty cool. I think that's actually the highest level it can spawn. They might go up to 95, but I'm not too sure. I'm kind of just running around looking for different Pokemon that we can battle, like level 40s, but I might have to head over to the jungle to try and find more of those. It seems like at spawn, there's a lot of lower level Pokemon. There's a level... Oh, I was going to say there's a level 34 Heracross right here, but he's trying to battle him, so I'm going to let him do that. All right, guys, so I just checked Baltop, and it looks like the Casino LLC is actually only... Is that 5,000 away from being... Oh, no, never mind. Why am I actually have no idea how this egg hasn't hatched yet. I've been running around for quite some time trying to get it to hatch. Possibly broken? Are you broken, egg? Are you just not going to ever hatch for me? Egg step still says 4 or 641. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and relog. Maybe that'll fix it. I don't know for sure. All right, so yeah, it looks like it's actually going down now. So that's kind of odd. If your eggs aren't hatching, maybe try relogging. I have no idea what causes that, but for some reason we weren't gaining steps there, and now we seem to be. So it's going to be hatching any second now. Yeah, it definitely was taking way too long. Although, did it just jump from 552 to 226 in like half a second? That was odd. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I'm very confused. All right, guys, so we are 3 steps away. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 1. There we go. Okay. We got ourselves this Absol. IV's 4. Pretty decent Absol, actually. So I think we're going to go ahead and hang on to this guy. 21 attack, 31 speed. Also has the correct nature, which means we do need to get our Pokemon out of the daycare as soon as possible, just because they are getting pretty expensive. Like, really expensive in here. So I don't know how we're going to go about getting all that money, especially with this new casino. I feel like instead of getting my Pokemon out, I kind of just want to go gamble more, which is probably not the best thing in the world. Alright, let's go ahead and just toss Vespiquen back in here. Let's go ahead and take the... Do we have our lucky egg? Where's our lucky egg? Maybe on the Gyarados? Yeah, okay, let's put it on the Absol for now. And I do want to look into actually EV training this guy. So I think we're probably going to need to focus on... I think he has pretty... probably attack and either one of the defensive stats, maybe even speed, even though he's not the fastest Pokemon in the world. I don't know for sure, but he's a pretty cool Pokemon, so let's go ahead and have a look. He's actually a pretty small size, it looks like. Maybe... Okay, so he's Ordinary Growth. That's actually pretty cool. I do tend to like Ordinary Growth a little bit better than some of the other sizes, just because I feel like it's more natural, instead of seeing like a massive Absol that's like twice as tall as you, just to have one that's like a reasonable size. Pretty cool. Although you can actually, and I've never really shown this before, you can go into general and you can go to growth size variation. If you want all the Pokemon to be their normal ordinary sizes, you can go ahead and do that, and that way we can see just everything is just normal sizes. I'm going to throw out Gyarados just for a comparison. And then if you go back into the settings, go to general, and you go up to 2.0, it actually... Did that not change anything? Did it not save? It might not have saved. No, it looks like it saved. Did the Gyarados get bigger? I think the Gyarados got bigger. The reason that I was confused is probably because the Absol stayed about the same since it's Ordinary Growth. And then if we go back to 1.0, that should make the Gyarados regular size. I don't know if he changed all that much. It's kind of hard to tell. Actually, these guys both might be Ordinary. So the thing about that is it's basically just changing the difference in growth sizes, so it'll make ginormous like way bigger, and it'll make microscopic way smaller, because it's just changing the growth size variation. It's not actually changing the growth size, if that makes any sense. So it'll change the difference between each growth size more, but it won't change the actual growth size. So ordinary will always be ordinary size. That'll never change. Alright guys, I've somehow managed to end up back at the casino. We're gonna go ahead and open up one more of these guys, just to see what we actually get out of this thing. I actually really like the animation. I think it looks pretty cool. You see the Pokemon all flying by. And if you actually used the casino yesterday, we already rolled up a new update today to make it a little bit of a better experience. So make sure to come and check it out again. It didn't really change like any of the things you can win all that much, but it did change... Just, I think we made shinies a little bit more common, legendaries a little bit more common, and we also went ahead and made the whole animation a little bit smoother. And if you guys did use it in the first day, you know it glitched out your cursor like crazy. We went ahead and fixed that as well, and I think it's actually a lot better. So we got a Stantler from that. Not the best thing in the world, although I don't see too many people running around with the Stantler, so it's kind of cool, I guess. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. Yeah, he's alright. So I want to go ahead and start leveling up this Absol. I do want to EV train him, but I kind of feel like that's just not going to happen. We don't have any of the power items, and we don't really have any way of EV training without taking like months. So probably going to just go ahead and try to level him up for now. Maybe at some point in the future we can get one of the EV reset tokens for 50,000 coins and then go ahead, reset him, and EV train him up properly. But for now, let's just go ahead and level him up. So I'm going to look around, try to find some Pokemon that are decent levels, and probably just battle them with like my Gyarados or something with the EXP share turned on. And we should get a few levels on our Absol pretty easily. Alright, so I have this massive town built up around me. I haven't taken the time to really look around. I think I'm going to actually spend a lot of time in tomorrow's episode looking around at all the different houses. So today, what I'm going to do for the giveaway, and I know I normally do this at the end of the episode, but I figured while I'm here in the town looking for some Pokemon to battle, might as well do it now. In the next episode, what I'm going to do is actually go around my town and find my favorite houses. So if you want me to specifically check out your house, all you have to do is go ahead and leave your name down in the comments. Make sure to include the coordinates of your house. I'm only going to check out houses that are in my town for this episode. Maybe I'll check out server-wide all the houses at some point in the future, but for now, just houses in this town. And I'm going to actually pick out my top 3 houses and give those people legendary keys. So that should basically reward the people that have built the best houses. And one other thing I'm going to do is go ahead and just pick out one completely random person that goes ahead and leaves a comment down below with their in-game name, and I'm going to give them a legendary key as well. So it's kind of like a contest, going to be giving out 4 legendary keys in total, 3 to the 3 best houses in my opinion. It's going to be completely opinion based, so just based on the build itself, and then 1 to a random person just to make it kind of fair if you haven't been able to build in the town. So that's pretty much it for that. If you guys do want to enter, all you have to do is go ahead and subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, comment down below with your in-game name. Now, I am going to look at every house in the town, but if you specifically want me to look at yours just so that I don't miss it, make sure to go ahead and include the coordinates to your house in that comment, and I will make sure to specifically go and check that out. But even houses that like don't have coordinates, I'm still going to look at those. And if you guys do see this video before tomorrow, make sure to go ahead and put a sign on your house that says your in-game name so I know who it actually belongs to. Although, you don't really have to do that. I can figure it out afterwards just by checking the claim and whatnot. I've been looking around for like 30 minutes, I swear. I haven't found any Pokemon that are above level like 20 until now. We found a couple Pikachus here. So I guess we're going to try to take these guys out. We'll start with the 42 just because it's a little bit of a higher level. And I think, wow, what is strong against electric types? I have no idea. I don't know, but that did a lot of damage, so I don't really care. And Pikachu fainted, so we got some experience there. Actually, not too much, only 246 on each of our Pokemon. But Absol's still going to level up a ton either way. Let's go ahead and teach him Quick Attack, Take All, and we have this other Pikachu here. Let's use a Pokekibble, and while we're at it, let's go ahead and kit Pokekibble, or Daily Kibble, rather. And that'll give us 15 extra kibble. Hopefully it stacks. Yep, it does. Okay, and now we have 39. I should probably remember to do that every day just so that we don't run out. We were kind of running low there, but I think we should be fine. Okay, so let me go ahead and to jump into battle with this Pikachu here. And Aqua Tail? Yeah, that did a little bit more damage. Might have been just because he was a lower level. I don't know. Pursuit. Double damage if is used on a target that is switching out of battle. I don't care about that. That's probably never gonna happen for me because I only battle wild Pokemon. All right, let me get my axe back. I didn't mean to drop that. You're trying to steal my axe? Not cool. You can have some glowstone though. You can have a Thunderstone shard, and you can have some redstone, but you can't have my axe. I'm sorry, guy. Alright, guys, so I have the video loaded up from yesterday here on the website that I used to go ahead and pick random comments, and in the last episode, I actually promised you guys a shiny 80+% Absol for a random person. So let's go ahead and check out who actually is going to get themselves this reward. Let's see. And there we go, Barbarian C3. You will have your 80% shiny Absol next time you log onto the server. If you don't actually have it when you log on, just make sure to go ahead and message me in-game if you see me online, or go ahead and message me on the Discord when you're on the server, and I'll go ahead and hook you up with that. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this episode. I hope you did enjoy. I am really looking forward to all of the future updates that we can go ahead and roll out here on the server. We have a lot of cool stuff planned, so make sure to stay playing and stay tuned on the channel for news and information on that and whatnot. And yeah, check out the casino and let me know what you think. Let me know if there should be anything that should be changed or added about it. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.